Okay. Ang daming natuwa sa closing remarks nitong si Attorney Kaufman. Itong legal counsel at abogado ni former President Duterte sa ICC. Kasi po, ang ganda-ganda po na pagka-deliver ni Attorney Kaufman, yung argumento. Okay? Very nice po. At buong bansa ay nag-celebrate sa ginawa ni Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, no? At ang dami ring mga nalungkot sa sa nangyari sa usapan ni Kaufman at si former President Duterte sa loob ng detention cell. Okay? Kasi may sinabi po at may nabanggit po doon si Tatay Digong kay Attorney Kaufman, no? Na talagang hanggang sa dulo ng kanyang buhay si former President Duterte ay pinaglaban tayong mga Pilipino. Okay? And nabanggit pa nga ni former President Duterte na he is proud sa kanyang mga ginagawa. And gusto niya na maalala siya ng taong bayan sa ginawa niya. Ayan, di ba? Palakpakan. So, in behalf of the Donmar TV ay nagpapasalamat po tayo kay former President Duterte sa kanyang sakripisyo na ginawa niya sa atin, sa mamamayang Pilipino at sa bansang Pilipinas. Marami po kayong naisalbang buhay, no? At higit sa lahat ay marami po ang nagmamahal kay Tatay Digong, no? At dahil doon sa final statement ni Kaufman ay marami ring mga tutol doon. Itong mga dilawan at mga loyalista. Tutol sila, of course. Kasi hindi nila matanggap-tanggap na yung mga akusasyon nila kay former President Duterte na si Duterte raw ay mamamatay tao, lahat yun ay na-counter argument ni Attorney Kaufman. Kung tutuusin pa nga, napahiya sila nung si Attorney Kaufman na ang nagsasalita in front of the judges. Ang sabi pa nga ni Attorney Kaufman ay it's for the judges to decide. At hindi siya mangingialam rin sa prosecution o sa mga prosecutors kung ano ang argumento nila, no? Basta ay inilahad niya ang kanyang depensa at ginawa niya in a professional way. Yan ang sabi ni Attorney Kaufman, no? At sobrang intense po ang nabanggit ni Attorney Kaufman, no? At pagkatapos doon ay syempre in-interview rin si Attorney Kaufman paglabas doon, no, sa hearing ng ICC. At napahiya pa nga ang media. Kasi merong isa, mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo. Kasi merong isang, di ko lang alam if she is one of the members sa media, tinanong niya, bakit mo binabanatan ang mga media? Di sinagot rin siya ni Kaufman, bakit nyo kasi laging binabanatan rin si former President Duterte? Di na back to you kayo. Napahiya na back to you di syempre, maganda yung resulta ng ng hearing kahapon nung si Kaufman na ang nag-explain in front of the judges. At lungkot na lungkot sina Attorney Conte, yung mga abogado ng mga jadik na nagurgur. Pati yung mga pati yung mga kamag-anak ng AJK victims di umano, lungkot na lungkot sila nung si Kaufman na ang nagsalita. Na keso, hindi raw nire-respeto ni Kaufman yung pamilya na namatay, ganun, ganyan. Trabaho naman ng abogado yan Nadipinsahan niya si former President Duterte. Bakit kayo nagagalit sa abogado? Nagagalit sila sa legal counsel ni Duterte. Nagtatrabaho lang yung tao. Di ba? Hindi nila kasi matanggap-tanggap na Adik talaga yung kanilang pamilya. Ay, nako. Napahiya sila ang daming ang mga argumento sa social media. Binasa ko, parang sa tingin nila matalino na sila sa argumento nila. Sasabi, dinamay pa nila yung mga inosente. Sasabi nila, bakit naman kasi pinapatay yung mga jadik? Sila yung mga nanggagahasa raw, ganon, ganyan. Bakit raw ginugurgur? Yung mga umiinom rin ng alak, nanggagahasa rin daw. Dapat gurgurin, ganon, ganyan. What kind of argument is that? Diba? Bakit mo ihalin tulad ang isang nakainom sa isang adik? Hindi mo pwedeng ihalin tulad yan. Diba? Yung gumagamit ng droga, sira na, sabog na yung utak. Yung mga nakainom lamang po, pagkatapos ng makainom sila, matutulog yan. Okay? Matutulog yan. Bakit? Sablay. Sa argumento nila, hindi raw dapat pinapatay yung mga addict. Hindi naman actually, walang nabanggit si former President Duterte na ang mga jadik at ang mga pushers ay dapat gurgurin. Walang siyang nabanggit na ganyan. Ang nabanggit po ni former President Duterte kung manlaban. Okay? Saka yan, magdedepensa ang mga pulis. Okay? Kahit pare ka pa, kahit madre ka pa, kung nanlaban ka sa pulis, gurgurin ka talaga. Alam nga naman hahayaan ng mga pulis na magurgur sila. Hindi, uunahan nila. Walang pakialam yan ang pulis, kahit sino ka pa. Ha? Kung ikaw ay nakasalalay na yung buhay mo, kahit presidente ka pa ng bansang ito, talagang kung manlaban ka sa authorities, dapat kang gurgurin rin. Yan ang instruction ni Duterte. Okay? So, ngayon ay atin pong pakinggan ang interview ni Attorney Kaufman pagkatapos ng hearing. Okay? Ito, maganda itong explanation ni Attorney Kaufman. Lahat naman tayo napakinggan natin yung kanyang final statement, diba? So ito yung sagot niya sa media.
Right, I'm just going to make one statement, okay? That's all. Okay? Answer a few questions. Okay, go ahead. Go on.
All right, so how did you assess the whole 4 days?
Well, I'm not going to pass judgment on the performance of the prosecution, the performance of the victim's representatives, or my own performance. That's for the judges to decide, and it's not a show. The judges will take their decision based on the evidence, and the evidence has been presented to them by the prosecution. The evidence has been challenged by us, the defense, and we trust the judges to take the right decision.
Attorney Nick, multiple times during online streaming, the statement, especially if it's the presentation of the defense, it has been cut off multiple times. Do you know the reason why they are doing this?
Well, I think Judge Motok made it clear that there are certain aspects of the court transcript that cannot be broadcast to the public because there are protective measures. There are what I refer to as reductions throughout the hearing, and that's the reason why.
Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, on behalf of the Filipino community all over the world, we would like to extend our congratulations for a job well done.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I was just surprised that you didn't fight for the former president to be released.
That's because we have an appeal pending, an appeal on the first review of detention. And there's no point making new arguments when we're still waiting for a decision from a higher chamber on the first decision.
Actually, ang nangyari kahapon, no? Yung both parties ay napakinggan na ng mga judges. Ang mga prosecutors na ibigay na nila ang mga akusasyon nila kay former President Duterte, at si Attorney Kaufman naman ay na-counter niya yung argumento, yung akusasyon ng mga prosecutors, no? Na-counter niya. So, akala ko na kahapon is yun na yung after salita ang both parties ay magdidesisyon kaagad ang judges na itutuloy ba ang trial o hindi itutuloy ang trial. Kasi yun ang pagbabasihan basing on the statements. Kasi kung pagbabasihan mo talaga kahapon, no, if we were to judge, no, walang halong bias, Tama naman si Attorney Kaufman. Lahat hearsay. Wala silang supporting evidence ang mga prosecutors o itong mga nagki-claim na AGK victims. Wala silang direct link to former President Duterte na si Duterte nga ang nanggurgor. Yun ang hahanapin ng korte. Samantaling si Attorney Kaufman, lahat na lang siguro ng ebidensya na gawa niya since day one ng itong confirmation of charges. 'Di ba? So, yan ang kaibahan. Kasi kung, if we were to judge, no? Hindi naman tayo judge. Pero if we were to judge, para sa akin, ibasura talaga itong kaso na ito. Totoo. Okay? But, ang nabanggit po kahapon ng page ng ICC ay maghintay ng 60 days. Okay? Bago sila makapag-desisyon ng final kung itutuloy ang kaso o hindi. Sa tingin ko naman, bakit ginaganyan nila, ipag-aralan nila yung mga statements ng prosecutors at ang statements ng defense. Okay? So, mas mabuti na yan, pag-aralan ng mabuti ninyo para hindi ninyo ma-overlook yung mga sinasabi ni Kaufman. Ay, talagang grabe si Kaufman. Ang galing na lawyer nito. Kahit ka si Attorney Panelo napahanga dito kay Attorney Kaufman. Talaga magaling siya. Yung mga naiinggit na mga Duterte haters, sabi nila, pasikat lang raw yung ka-Kaufman, parang pinaawa daw yung mga judges. Wala na kayo doon. May kanya-kanyang strategy yan, di ba? Which is, sinishare po ni Attorney Kaufman ang kanilang usapan doon sa detention cell ay kaawa-awa nga yung sinabi nito Duterte. Duterte is a hero for the Filipino people. Heroic po ang ginawa ni Tatay Digong actually.
Purely legal, okay? It's not that I agree that my client should continue to be in detention. It's merely recognizing the futility of making an additional request for interim release at this point in time.
Sir, were there new conditions set by the prosecution or reasons for the continued detention? Aside from flight risk, fear from the victims, was there a new reason cited?
These conditions are set out in the statute. That's the Rome Statute which governs this building here. And there are three conditions which govern interim release. The prosecution have to either show a risk of flight, a risk of intimidation of witnesses, or the risk of continued commission of crime. Now, we've argued throughout the process that because of his age and because of his condition, and for various reasons, he's not able to engage any of those risk factors. The prosecution disagree, and the prosecution argue that his refusal to recognize the possibility of exercising jurisdiction over him signifies that if he were released, he would not present himself for trial. We disagree with that. But then once again, these are decisions that have to be taken by the appeals chamber and not by me here in the media.
Attorney Kaufman, some Filipino lawyers of the victims are describing your last-minute attempt to appeal to emotions as grasping at straws. How do you respond to that?
Come on.
Yan ang argumento ng mga bangag. Okay? Yung mga tinitira raw ni Attorney Kaufman through emotion. Paawa effect raw. Yan ang sabi ng mga loyalista at mga dilawan at mga jadik. Nagpaawa effect raw itong si Attorney Kaufman. Yan ang banat nila kay Kaufman. Okay? Ito ang sagot ni Attorney Kaufman dyan.
I'm representing a client who's been locked up for a year, who hasn't seen the public. So, of course, I'm going to address the public who want to see him. I made my position very clear. I felt that he should appear, but he's my client. He took his decision, and I respect that decision. And the decision that he took, as it turns out, was the right decision in all the circumstances.
Parang sinabi ni Attorney Kaufman dito na sinabi lang niya ang totoo. Na itong presidenteng ito, dating presidente, ay mahal ito ng taong bayan. Nakakulong na ito ng halos isang taon na talaga. Isang taon na. Mahigit. Hinahanap na siya ng taong bayan. So, Sinabi lang ni Attorney Kaufman ang kwento. Ang totoong kwento sa loob ng detention cell nang nakausap sila ni Duterte. Di ba? Kung sa tingin ninyo, kayong mga bangag at mga loyalista at mga dilawan, kung sa tingin ninyo nagpa-drama effect at nagpa-awa effect si Kaufman at umi-effect yun sa mga judges, iinggit kayo. Di ba? Inggit kayo. Yun naman ang katotohanan. Di ba? Yung iba nga, naiyak sila doon sa statement ni Kaufman. Madami dito sa mga comments ng aking mga viewers dito sa Donmar TV, ang daming naiyak doon. Kasi po, yung pagkabanggit ni Kaufman, hindi po gawa-gawa kagaya ng mga akusasyon ng mga jadik na mga ano. Yung kay Kaufman, talagang coming from the heart na nakausap niya si former President Duterte. Makikita yan ng mga judges Mapapansin nila yun kung sino yung gumagawa lang ng kwento, gumagawa lang ng mga hearsay, at yung nagsasabi talaga ng totoo. Anong una kong napakinggan yung final statement ni Kaufman, sabi ko, kaawa-awa talagang nangyari ni Duterte. Hindi nila matanggap-tanggap yun ng mga dilawan, loyalista at mga bangag na mga jadik.
Yes, of course, my detractors are going to criticize me. The prosecution tried to strike me from the record, as you saw at the end, but that failed miserably.
Correct.
And I think that just signifies the extent to which they are irritated by the arguments which I made. And those arguments were professional. I litigated for the best part of a day and a half on the substance. I'm talking about the legal arguments. I'm talking about the evidence. We attacked every one of those counts which alleged that Mr. Duterte murdered 78 victims. We deny that completely. And we gave our reasons why, and they're on the record.
Attorney Kaufman, sorry, this is not the first time that you're facing the ICC. You have defended other clients before. How would you compare or how would you contrast the complexity of this particular case compared to the other cases that you've dealt with before?
Well, all the cases here are complex. And the complexity arises out of what are called the modes of perpetration, the modes of liability, something which I talked about at length, especially the indirect co-perpetration theory, which is something which is applied here in practically every case. So with respect to complexity and with respect to quantity of evidence, this case doesn't differ from any other case. What does differ is the sheer love that the Filipino nation have for my client.
Yun ang ang dami na kasing hinawakang kaso iting si Kaufman sa ICC. Ang kaibahan raw dito sa kaso na ito na hinahawakan niya is parang na-shock itong si Kaufman. Bakit ang daming nagmamahal kay former President Duterte sa lahat ng mga clients niyang hinawakan? Si Duterte lamang po ang napansin niya na halos lahat ng Pilipino ay mahal ng taong bayan itong si Duterte. Yan ang kaibahan. No? Siya mismo ang nagsabi niya na.
And I've seen it on a daily basis when I go up to visit Mr. Duterte in his detention center, and I see the people waiting there every day, just hoping.
Kasi kung ako yung abogado ni former President Duterte, kung ako si Kaufman, nakakataba ng puso. Di syempre sasabihin ko, talagang gagalingan ko. I have to defend this former president. I have to defend this man. Kasi ang dami pong tao nagmamahal dito. So naniniwala po si Attorney Kaufman na malinis ang intensyon ni former President Duterte when he was the President of the Philippines. Naniniwala si Kaufman. Nakikita niya yan sa mga mata ng mga Pilipino na ganun po ang pagmamahal na ibinigay. Nagtatanong siguro si Kaufman na, bakit ganito nila kamahal si Duterte? Bakit they really believe in this man? So na-realize ni Kaufman na Duterte is a good man. Duterte is loved by the Filipino people. Nagtataka siya na ang daming gusto nitong taong ito. I hope itong mga judges ng ICC, no, sa lahat ng mga kaso na hinawakan ninyo, hindi ba kayo nagtaka na ang daming nagmamahal niyang si former President Duterte? Try to think of it. Try to think of it. Isipin nyo. Talaga. Hindi nyo ba naisip na baka biktima itong si Duterte sa pamumulitika ng mga bangag na mga administrasyon? I hope ma-realize yan ng mga judges, ha?
Hoping to feel something of that Duterte magic. It happens even when I travel abroad. For example, I can go to a foreign country, the United Arab Emirates. I land at the airport and there are Filipinos there and they recognize me straight away. And they come up to me, they want to hug me, and then they cry. They cry because by crying on my shoulder, they can feel that they're
Grabe.
getting some...
Imagine nyo, ha, ang in-explain ni Kaufman. Syempre, lawyer lang siya ni Duterte. Hindi siya si Duterte, ha? Lawyer siya ni Duterte. Kahit saan siya pumunta sa mundo, no? Syempre, hindi naman siya lagi nandyan sa dahig. Pumunta raw siya sa iba't ibang lugar ng mundo. Like example, USA, o sa Saudi Arabia. May mga Pilipino raw na sumalubong sa kanya at naiyak at niyakap siya. So sabi ni Kaufman, this man is really a good person. 'Di ba? Pati nga si Attorney Kaufman naging popular sa buong mundo dahil kay Tatay Digong. Oh.
form of closeness to the former president.
That's indeed true.
Okay? All right. Thank
Attorney.
you very much. Let's hope for the best.
Just the closing statement
Yes.
on how
Yes.
you address or spoke
Hintayin nyo yung isang media dyan. Siguro member ng media dyan. Na back to you siya kay Kaufman. Mamaya, pakinggan nyo.
with the president when you met him last Wednesday when the hearing was on a break. Was that really something that you had initially thought that was important to share during your closing argument?
Or was it necessary?
It was 100% necessary, and I shared it, and it irritated people because you see, people have brought him to this court, they've put him on trial. He asked all the time, if I've done something wrong, let me be tried in front of my own people, and they want to silence him once he's here by standing up and asking for it to be struck from the record. Okay, I didn't testify on his behalf. I just told them the difficulties that I'm facing and the reasons why he didn't want to present himself before the chamber. Not out of disrespect, but because he raised a legitimate argument that he does not recognize the possibility of this court exercising its jurisdiction over him. And that was the very first thing he said when he was arrested back in the Philippines, having arrived from the Hong Kong.
I remember you said that you had a barong ready for him.
Yes, indeed,
and
we
because
did.
you didn't want him to wear that ill-fitted suit.
Correct.
And you wanted it erased or deleted from...
Well, yes,
Yes.
I think that's humiliating, quite frankly, having that photograph there. It was taken in a situation where he had really been released from hospital a few days before, and he was tired, he was jet-lagged, he was suffering from the medication of the hospital, and then he was just told that he's being put in front of a television camera and taking part in an audience, a hearing.
Yun yung kwento niya eh. Hinahanda na nila yung yung isusuot ni Tatay Digong sa hearing. Okay? Kasi syempre daw, si Tatay Digong ay medyo pumayat na. So pinaghandaan nila kung ano ang susuotin. Imagine that one, pinaghandaan nila ng barong. Kasi alam nila how loyal si Duterte and faithful to the Filipino people at sa bansang Pilipinas. Pinaghandaan nila ng barong kasi barong yung gustong suotin ni Tatay Digong. Pero ang sabi ni Tatay Digong, Attorney Kaufman, wala na akong magawa dyan. I cannot help you anymore. Kasi yung memory ko bigla na lang mawala. Okay? Kasi siguro short-term memory na lang, no? Kasi nga matanda na siya. Hindi niya, sabi niya, gawin mo ang trabaho mo doon sa korte. But I cannot help you anymore. Tanggap ko na kung ano ang destiny ko. Kung mamamatay ako sa loob ng aking kulungan, tanggap ko na yan. Ano ang importante sa kanya ay he is proud sa kanyang ginawa sa bansang Pilipinas. At yan ang gusto niyang maalala ng taong bayan sa kanya. Oh, doon ako na-touch sa sinabi ni Tatay Digong na ganyan eh.
And of course, that suit's not his own. I mean, have you ever seen him wear a suit and tie like that? No. I said, well, you know, the judges, they could reject your waiver, and then you might be obliged to appear. And then you'll have a choice. Either you stay in your cell and refuse to come out, and then maybe they will force you out, but I doubt it. You're 80 years old. I can't see anyone forcing an 80-year-old man to come out of his prison cell to come to court. Or they could put you in front of the television camera. Or you can choose to come. And I told him, well, maybe you should think about coming. I'm going to give you the option. And if you do come, I want you to wear a barong. And so we had a barong specially fitted for him. My team went up there and we measured him.
Naalala ko pa yung yung sinabi ni Tatay Digong na ngayon na nandito na po ako sa ICC, I did it for my country. I did it for the Filipino people.
He was a bit reluctant, but he agreed. And but then he said to me, you know, Mr. Kaufman, no, I don't want to. And then he told me what I mentioned.
That was the final decision.
Yep. And the reasons were given to me there.
Attorney, have you already spoken to the family? Did they already give you a feedback as to what happened in the proceedings in the last
I've
meeting?
just finished my submissions. I've just come out.
Perhaps by
I've been
a
with my
Zoom call
team. I haven't had an
yesterday.
opportunity. Come on.
Have you seen
All right. Yeah.
When will you update him?
I'll be calling him this evening.
Why do you always criticize the media in all of your
Ito na. Tinatanong itong babaeng ito, why do you always criticize the media? I-real talk ka ni Kaufman ha. Patay ka dyan.
I've just finished my submissions. I've just
Tingnan nyo, ha?
Perhaps by
I've
a
been with
Zoom
my
call.
team.
Yung babaeng parang gray-green. Ayan nakahawak ng yung katabi ni Pinky Web, yung iPhone na cellphone.
I haven't had an opportunity. Come on. All right.
Ito na. Nagtatanong na siya.
Yeah.
When will you update him?
I'll be calling him this evening.
Ito na, magtatanong na siya.
Why do you always criticize the media in all of your presentations from day one to day?
Why does the media always criticize my client? Full stop. End of story.
Tinatanong mo kasi bakit kinikriticize mo yung kasi sa mga statements niya. Kinikriticize raw ni Kaufman ang mga media sa Pilipinas. Hindi sinabi niya, why do you also criticize my client? Always, ha? Na back to you kate. Na back to you lang. Kasi kayo yung una. Ang tao, ha? Kung ano yung treatment nyo sa isang tao, ganun rin ang balik sa inyo.
I'll be calling him this evening.
Why do you always criticize the media in all of your presentations from day one to day?
Why does the media always criticize my client? Full stop. End of story. Next question.
Sir, when was to the president last Wednesday? You haven't seen him since then?
Well, no, because I've been in court. It's a bit difficult.
Are you
Okay, and I
gonna
had
see
to
him-
work on my closing submissions last night.
Are you gonna see him now?
but I'm not going to
Halatang dilawan yun eh.
see him now because I'm not allowed to because it's past visiting time. Okay, but
Sir,
I
should
will
the
be speaking to
Sir,
him.
sorry, should the appeals chamber grant your appeal with regard to the change in the place of detention? What place do you have in mind aside from the
I
detention
can't tell
facility?
you that, I'm afraid, because that's confidential.
Okay.
When will your next visit to former President Duterte?
Well, I'm going to take a bit of a break now. I've been working very hard, as was the whole of my team. I think I deserve a break. So I'll be seeing him shortly. There are a couple
Kaya ng mga Pilipino nagpapasalamat sa iyo, Attorney Kaufman. Okay? Thank you.
decisions which would need to be rendered, as you know. First of all, the appeals decision on jurisdiction, and also the appeals decision on his first review of detention.
Can his family
Filipino
visit
lawyers,
already,
attorney.
since it's the confirmation of charges is already finished?
Yes, it is, and the honourable judges have 60 days to take their decision.
How about the Filipino lawyers? Are they already applied for the ICC accreditation?
I haven't had an opportunity to speak to them. Okay, I just came out of court.
Attorney, was it the personal request or the family's request for the removal of the picture of the former president, the one in blue suit?
That was my request.
Request,
Yes.
but not necessarily. It did not
Well,
come
I
from the
haven't consulted
family.
them on dress requirements. Okay, that's my request. I've always said that photograph which exists on the ICC website is not the type of photograph that I would want for the world to see. It's as simple as that.
Thank you,
Is
Attorney
there an
Trump.
expected ruling on that, attorney? On that request?
No, I doubt it. Okay, I've made my objection known. It's not an official legal request. It's a polite request and an understandable request from a humanitarian point of view. Yeah.
Thank you, Attorney.
All right, guys.
So, ayan po yung ambush interview pagkatapos ng hearing. Okay? Pakinggan rin natin ang reaksyon ni Attorney Panelo right after the final counter-argument ni Kaufman. Okay? Ito yung kay Panelo rin.
Sir, how would you describe the closing statements of the defense counsel?
Sayang. Dito si Attorney Sal eh.
What?
Live tayo, live.
Sir, how would you describe the closing statements of the defense counsel?
The defense counsel? I
Yes,
thought
sir,
you were
yes.
going to ask me on
Him
the...
first, the other sides later.
There was a vigorous attempt.
Wait lang. Pwede tayo mag-live?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
There was a vigorous attempt on the part of the prosecution to redeem itself
Na-live ko si...
from following its catastrophic fall on its submission, owing to the defense, incisive defense. But as I said, I think it has become beyond salvage or redemption. So I think it's humanly inappropriate for me now to trash on the shattered pieces.
What made you say na hindi na siya salvageable, sir? What do you think is the point in their
I
argument?
think I've already explained myself yesterday and I don't want to repeat myself.
Mag-live kami ni Attorney Sal.
Sir, when it comes naman doon sa performance ni Attorney
Pa-interview mo
Kaufman,
kaya...
how would you describe his closing statement?
Wala na tayong ano sa center.
Were you satisfied with his performance?
Parang
Kasama naman
uulitin ko na.
si Attorney Sal.
As I've already said, he has rebutted all the allegations of the prosecution and in fact, bagsak na nga eh. So parang kalabisan na, naapakan ko pa yung mga nahulog na mga pira-pira. So, alam niya na yung gusto niya.
Attorney Panelo,
Ayoko nang dagdagan.
Attorney Panelo, what's your reaction, sir, doon sa later part ng kanyang closing statement with respect doon sa engagement niya kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte?
Well,
Sa loob ng detention
he was only relating what transpired between him and the former president, the conversation. I think it is also, the court has the right to know what is happening with the president.
Dito tayo ngayon,
Sir,
guys.
based on his description, would it be fair to say that the president seems to have a defeatist attitude during their conversation?
Not defeated. As he has repeatedly said, even when he was still president and then thereafter, he said, if this is my fate, so be it.
Attorney Sal, what's your comment dun sa prosecution and counsel submission about sa continued detention ni dating Pangulo na sinasabi pa rin po nila he still has the influence, the support of his yung supporters po, even citing yung mga ginawa po ng Duterte supporters.
I think the defense has already made its position on the matter. He said it has no objection to the continued detention because there is an appeal on that matter. So I don't think I have to deal with that.
So what's the plan na po ng Duterte lawyers moving forward after this confirmation?
Uwi na.
Uwi na, sir.
Uwi na kami.
Okay.
Uwi na kami. And hopefully meet with the Vice President and exchange views on the outcome of this hearing.
Sir, if may takeaway po kayo dito sa 5-day na hearing na to, meron po ba kayong masasabi?
4-day.
4-day kasama po yung break po. Ano po yung takeaway ninyo kumbaga sa buong session na to?
What do you mean? Anong take? Nasabi ko na nga yung yung position ko sa nangyari eh.
Sa mga nakita niyo rin pong reaksyon sa mga tao at pati ganun din sa mga final closing statements po, both
Tapos
assessing
na,
for
I've already
persecution.
said it kahapon pa eh. Ayoko na nga ulitin. Ayoko na kapak-kapakan pa
Sir,
yun.
did the Vice President ask
Huh?
for any updates from...
Wala pa, wala. Hindi pa kami nagkakausap.
Okay, so ito pa lang pag-uwi niyo, sir.
Parang maano kasi madrama. Thank you
Okay
sir.
po,
Sa
sir.
sa live tayo kaya.
So yun rin ang reaksyon ni Attorney Sal Panelo, no, dating legal counsel ni former President Duterte nung time na nasa Malacanang pa, presidente pa si Tatay Digong, okay? At heto naman, heto naman yung mga reaksyon ng pamilya ng mga AGK victims. Umalma sa mga pahayag ni Attorney Kaufman. Diba? Bakit niyo pinag-initan yung attorney ni Tatay Digong? Nagtatrabaho lang yun. O, ito, panoorin natin.
Nagdaos ng prayer vigil ang mga kaanak ng mga biktima ng drug war kasabay ng pagtatapos ng confirmation of charges hearing kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Umalma pa ang ilan sa kanila na tila minaliit ng abogado ni Duterte ang mga patayan noon.
Bakit? Trabaho yan ng abogado. Bakit kayo masaktan?
Sa kanyang termino, nasa frontline ng balitang yan si Rainiel Pawi.
Suot ang puting laso sa ulo na may nakasulat na hustisya, nagsama-sama sa isang vigil protest ang mga kaanak at taga-suporta ng mga biktima ng war on drugs ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Sama-sama silang nanood ng huling araw ng confirmation of charges hearing sa Quezon City.
Maghihintay uli ako ng another 60 days.
Oh, galingan mo pag-iyak ha. Galingan mo. Nanood ang taong bayan. Galingan mo.
Para malaman natin kung ikukonvict siya. Simula nung pinatay si Aldrin noong October 2, 2017, simula nung gabi na yun, hindi ako nawalan ng pag-asa.
Oh, i-blame mo yung yung mga barkada niyan. Bakit sila nagsumama doon sa sindikato na yan?
Na makukulong lahat ang mga pumatay sa kanya.
Ang kanilang
bakit umabot pa kasi kayo dyan sa ICC? Pwede naman litisin yan dito sa Pilipinas.
galit sa dating administrasyon lalo raw tumindi sa mga binitiwang pahayag ni Attorney Nicholas Kaufman kahapon.
Tingnan nyo yung matanda, yung ganun. Lola, gumagamit ka rin ba? Hindi, nagtatanong lang kami ha. May pangiwi-ngiwi pa si Lola eh.
Sa day 3 ng pagdinig, sinabi ni Kaufman na hindi malaking bilang ng sibilyan ang target ng war on drugs. Paliwanag ni Kaufman, defined subgroup o maliit na porsyento lang sa mga Pilipino ang naapektuhan sa war on drugs. Pero buwelta ng mga kaanak ng EJK.
At napakasarap ng buhay nila kung sakali. Dahil nagkaroon po sila ng due process na hindi nila binigay sa anak ko.
Maging ang mga kaanak ng EJK victims na nasa The Hague dismayado sa mga pahayag ni Kaufman.
Tingnan nyo si Attorney Conte. Tao ba yan? Lungkot na lungkot eh.
Tila minaliit daw ng abogado ni Duterte ang pinagdaanan nilang trahedya. Pinalalabas din daw ng abogado ni Duterte na hindi malawakan ang mga pagpatay sa war on drugs.
Nakikita po namin na talagang minaliit
Nanood ang taong bayan. Sige, galingan mo pag-iyak.
po ang aming pagkatao. Kung baga, parang niwalang halaga yung aming mga mahal sa buhay.
Deserve kang malungkot. Bida-bida kasi kayo eh. Nagpagamit kayo sa politika eh. Yeah? Kasi magpagamit kayo. Kung may problema kayo sa mga namatay niyong kamag-anak o anak ninyo, doon nyo ireklamo sa Pilipinas. Dinamay nyo pa si Duterte eh.
Parang ni-reverse psychology niya lang yung lahat ng mga sinabi nung una. Wala namang pinagbago po.
Nandito kami para sa mga mahal namin sa buhay, hindi lang para sa kapatid ko, para po sa mga libo-libong victims, para sa mga nanay at iba pang mga orphan na nanghihingi ng justice.
Nagbabalita mula sa frontline, Rain.
So, ako yung comment ko dyan sa kanila, nagpagamit kasi kayo sa politika, ma'am. Yan ang yan ang problema ninyo. Pwede naman kayong magreklamo dyan sa Pilipinas lang. Walang kinalaman po ang dating Pangulong Duterte niyan. Ginawa lang ni Duterte ang lahat para sa ating lahat. Kung nagurgur yan, no? Yung anak ninyo, kamag-anak ninyo, kaming taong bayan, hindi po kami naniniwala na nagurgur yan na walang dahilan. Nagurgur yan for a reason. 'Di ba? Tapos yung iba dyan, nakisabay lang. Alam nilang nagurgur ang kanilang anak, kamag-anak, dahil may ginawang masama, sinakyan rin ang issue. Ginamit rin ng mga paring ito mga politicians na ito, o kung ano man yung mga aktivistang yan, nagpagamit rin kayo. Yan ang problema ninyo. Ang liit na problema, mas lalo nyong nilaki. Kasimple-simple ng problema ninyo. Unang-una, namatay ang kamag-anak ninyo, namatay ang anak ninyo. Unang-una, tanggapin nyo na namatay. Pangalawa, kung hindi kayo sang-ayon sa sinapit ng inyong kamag-anak o inyong mga anak, magreklamo kayo sa Pilipinas. Pwede man kayong magreklamo. Yung administrasyon ngayon, kaaway ni Duterte, doon kayo magreklamo. Bakit inabot nyo pa dyan sa ICC? Mas lalo kayong nahihirapan ngayon. Gago. So, yun lang po ha. Kayo mga audience ko sa Donmar TV na nanonood ngayon, give us your thoughts, your opinion. Ano ang masasabi nyo dito sa issue na ito? Okay? Comment lang kayo, babasahin natin yan ha, yung mga analysis at mga argumento ninyo. Paki-like, paki-share ha sa mga nanonood para kakalat ito sa taong bayan. Sa mga bago pa lang dito, subscribe na po kayo para updated kayo lagi sa ating mga balita. Okay? Subscribe na, libre lang yan. See you in my next video. Have a great day. Have a great night. God bless po sa ating lahat. No? At maraming salamat po, no, sa lahat ng nagtitiwala. At pasalamat tayo sa Panginoon sa resulta at sa ginawa ni Attorney Kaufman. Okay? Mabuhay ang Pilipinas and God save the Philippines. Bye-bye!